everyone, welcome back to the channel where we bring the most iconic action stories to life. Today we are diving into a true movie story, Rush Hour 4, 2025, Speed. Laughs. Chaos Reloaded. When the world goes crazy, they go faster. The duo returns, the world's funniest detectives, Jackie Chan as Inspector Lee and Chris Tucker as Detective Carter, are back on duty and in overdrive. This time, they're joined by Ice Cube as a street-smart Interpol enforcer with his own explosive style. From neon-lit Tokyo to the rooftops of Paris, the trio dive into a global conspiracy where every clue sparks chaos and every fight ends with a punchline. Why it stands out. Comedy and idea, Chan and Tucker's chemistry is sharper than ever, their rapid-fire banter and mismatched charm deliver non-stop laughs. Action that hits hard, gravity-defying stunts, bone-crunching fights, and heart-racing chases showcase Jackie Chan at his peak once again. A fresh edge, Ice Cube brings grit and attitude, turning the trio into an unstoppable force of humor and havoc. Verdict: Rush Hour 4, 2025, is pure cinematic fun, a perfect mix of action, comedy, and nostalgia. Explosive, hilarious, and full of heart, that reminds us why some partnerships never get old, they just get louder. In Rush Hour 4, 2025, Detective James Carter, Chris Tucker, and Chief Inspector Lee, Jackie Chan, reunite for a globe-spanning mission that blends explosive action with unstoppable laughs. When a powerful new crime syndicate threatens international security, the mismatched duo dives headfirst into chaos, and drag a no-nonsense federal agent, Ice Cube, along for the ride. From wild car chases through Tokyo streets to high-flying stunts across Paris rooftops, the trio face betrayal, bullets, and their own clashing egos. Yet beneath the madness lies the unbreakable bond that made them legends, proving once again that friendship is the ultimate weapon. Fast. Funny. Full throttle. Rush Hour 4 is the action comedy event fans have been waiting for, where every second hits harder, every punchline lands louder, and time itself can't slow them down. The Rush Hour franchise is a series of American buddy cop action comedy films created by Ross LaManna and directed by Brett Ratner, with both Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker in leading roles. All three films center around a pair of police detectives, Hong Kong Police Force, HKPF, Chief Inspector Lee, Chan, and Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD, Detective James Carter, Tucker, who go on their series of misadventures involving corrupt crime figures in Hong Kong and Los Angeles. The films incorporate elements of martial arts, humor involving fish-out-of-water situations and East-West culture shock, and the buddy cop subgenre. The films were released theatrically from 1998 to 2007, attaining commercial success, but critical reception was mixed. Films. Rush Hour. Main article, Rush Hour, 1998 film. Rush Hour was released on September 18, 1998, grossing $240 million worldwide. 1. Martin Lawrence was originally considered for the role of James Carter. 2. Chris Tucker was finally chosen for the part. Director Brett Ratner, a big fan of Jackie Chan's Hong Kong movies, felt that American audiences would not be familiar with the jokes in Jackie's other movies, and deliberately reused some of his gags. For example, the scene where Inspector Lee accidentally grabs Detective Johnson's, Elizabeth Pena, breasts is a reference to Jackie Chan's film Mr. Nice Guy, 1997. Citation needed. Rush Hour began as a spec script written in 1995 by screenwriter/novelist Ross LaManna. The screenplay was sold by LaManna's William Morris agent Alan Dasmer to Hollywood Pictures, a division of the Walt Disney Company, with Arthur Sarkisian attached as producer. After attaching director Ratner and developing the project for more than a year with producers including Sarkisian and Roger Birnbaum, Disney Studios chief Joe Roth put the project into turnaround, citing concerns about the $34 million budget and Chan's appeal to American audiences at the time. Several studios were interested in acquiring the project. New Line Cinema was confident in Ratner's talents, having done money talks with him, so they made a hard commitment to a budget and start date for the film. 2. Rush Hour 2. Main article, Rush Hour 2. Rush Hour 2 was released on August 3, 2001, and grossed over $340 million worldwide, free, making it the most financially successful film in the series. The film received mixed reviews compared with the first film. Other than Chan and Tucker, no cast members returned to reprise their roles from the first film. John Lone, Chun Zi, and Rosalind Sanchez joined the cast while actors Don Cheadle, Saul Rubinek, Jody Russo, and Jeremy Piven have guest or cameo appearances. The first two Rush Hour films both begin in Hong Kong and end in a United States airport. Rush Hour 3. Main article, Rush Hour 3. Rush Hour 3 was officially announced on May 7, 2006, and filming began on July 4, 2006. The film, set in Paris and Los Angeles, was first released on August 10, 2007, and grossed over $250 million worldwide. 4. Academy Award-winning film director Roman Polanski co-stars as a French police official involved in Lee Ann Carter's, Chan and Tucker's characters' case. Seymour reprises his role as Ambassador Han, Lee's boss and friend who appeared in the first installment. This film has received an M rating by the Office of Film and Literature Classification, Australia, and a PG-13 rating by the MPAA for sequences of action, violence, sexual content, nudity and language. Additionally, the film was not screened in Chinese theaters in 2007 to make way for a larger variety of foreign films. According to a business representative, the quota for imported films is 20 each year. 5. Future. Because of the film's collective box office success, director Brett Ratner and writer Jeff Nathanson are considering the production of a fourth installment. In the DVD audio commentary for Rush Hour 3, Brett Ratner joked that the fourth Rush Hour film could be released in 2012. Ratner and Nathanson are exploring many concepts, including the use of the motion capture technique for the possible sequel and various different film projects with Chan and Tucker. It has been reported that the fourth film may be set in Moscow. 6. In July 2009, in an interview, Ratner stated that he has been in contact with a long list of stars including Danny DeVito and Jet Li for possible roles in a potential Rush Hour 4, but stressed, nothing's been okayed yet. In a short interview with Vulture in 2011, Ratner stated that the cost of making a follow-up to X-Men, The Last Stand would have cost more than X-Men, First Class, and that's why another Rush Hour 4 probably won't get made either. It'd be too much to pay me, Chris, Tucker, and Jackie Chan to come back. 7. In August 2011, in an interview with The Breakfast Club, Tucker stated in response to the question of a fourth by saying, Rush Hour 4? Maybe you know, because that's a different kind of movie. You got the action and the stuff like that, and they pay $20 million too. I'm just joking. No, you know Jackie Chan, you know I love working with him and those type of movies you can redo them and it's different, we'll see but I don't know though. But we've got some new stuff coming, so we'll see what happens. Gate. In July 2012, series producer Arthur M. Sarkisian stated that a fourth film was being worked on with Chan and Tucker, and stated that he would welcome Brett Ratner back as a director if he would do it in the right way. Sarkisian expressed some dissatisfaction with the third film, and admitted he wants the potential fourth film to be grittier and have new ideas. Sarkisian is reportedly working on choosing which out of 4 or 5 screenwriters he has been talking to should work on the script. 9. In August 2014, Chan stated that the studio still wants to make Rush Hour 4, but that he will only participate if he can see a quality script first, stating, "I don't want to do a rubbish script just because they want to make the movie." 10. Both Chan and Tucker met for dinner to discuss Rush Hour 4 in June 2015. 11. In November 2016, while promoting Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk, Tucker reaffirmed his optimism for a potential fourth film, stating, "Yeah, we're talking about it now, doing another one, and we're trying to get it going. I think we might be able to get one going. I love working with Jackie and I think we could do a really fun one." In April 2017, it was reported that Indian actor Shah Rukh Khan had said yes to join the Rush Hour 4 cast. 12. By October 2017, Chan said that the script for Rush Hour 4 has been in the works and shooting for the film will most likely start in 2018 if Tucker agrees to be in the film. He stated that he was optimistic about Tucker accepting due to his previous claims of being on board for the film. 13. In February 2018, Tucker confirmed the production of Rush Hour 4. He stated on ESPN's podcast, The Plug, "It's happening. This is gonna be the rush of all rushes. Jackie is ready and we want to do this so that people don't ever forget it." 14. In February 2019, Tucker reported that the script is coming together, stating, "We're working on a few things on the script right now, so we're trying to get into production. But we're working on it and trying to get it going." 15. He reiterated this in a podcast appearance in April that the fourth film was still a possibility, but that it's not in pre-production. "We're working on a few things for the script. Jackie wants to do it. I want to do it. The studio wants to do it." 16. By 2018, in the wake of sexual misconduct allegations against Ratner by several actresses, Warner Brothers sources presumed that it's highly unlikely that Ratner will be directing Rush Hour 4. 17. In March 2019, the #show reported that a female-led Rush Hour reboot was in development by ST's Films with Li Bingbing in the lead. 18. In December 2022, the fourth film was confirmed to be in development by Chan. 19. 20. TV series. Main article, Rush Hour, American TV series. A TV series based on the premise of the film series aired from March to August 2016, with John Frew as Chief Inspector Lee and Justin Hires as James Carter. The film's original director Brett Ratner signed on as the show's executive producer, along with Rush Hour producers Arthur M. Sarkisian, Jeff Ingold, and John Turteltaub. 21. Turteltaub also directed the pilot episode with Bill Lawrence penning the series alongside Blake McCormick. 22. James Liu, who worked on the stunts for all 3 films, was a stunt coordinator for the series. 23. It was announced that John Frew and Justin Hires would star as detectives Lee and Carter for the CBS series, Along with Amy Garcia and Jessica Vann in regular roles. 24, 25, 26. The series was cancelled after 1 season. His first novel, Acid Test, was published in the US and Canada by Ballantine Books. The geopolitical thriller was chosen as an Amazon.com Peninsula pick and as the Mysterious Bookshop selection for Best First Fiction. It was published in several foreign territories and as an audiobook. He attended the University of Southern California in Los Angeles, graduating cum laude with a Bachelor of Arts in Screenwriting, and also holds a Master of Arts from Arizona State University in dramatic writing. He began in the entertainment industry working on international legal affairs at the independent studio Embassy Pictures. Columbia Pictures purchased a speculative script he had written while at Embassy, and soon thereafter he was hired by United Artists under a two-picture writing deal. Caracol Pictures later hired him under a unique, citation needed, 2-year, in-house screenwriter arrangement, where he worked on a number of their projects. He has written original screenplays, adaptations, or rewrites for Fox, Disney, Paramount, Columbia, Universal, HBO Films, and many independent companies. He was chairman of the undergraduate and graduate film departments at the Art Center College of Design in Pasadena, California from 2011 to 2024. He was also on the board of directors for the United States Air Force Entertainment Liaison Office. At Art Center, he brought in a number of notable filmmakers as part-time instructors, including the cinematographer Afonso Beato, ASC, the storyboard artist Tim Burgard, the director/producer Jeremiah Cheche, the cinematographer Alan DeVille, ASC, the screenwriter Doug Abba, the director David Kellogg, the composer Dennis McCarthy, the title designer Dan Perry, the director/producer Richard Pierce, the entertainment attorney Lee Rosenbaum, the writer, director Bobby Roth, the director/actor Mark Rydell, the producer/director John Suits, the director Ron Underwood, and the editor Billy Weber. Brett Ratner, born March 28, 1969, is an American film director and producer. He directed the Rush Hour film series, The Family Man, Red Dragon, X-Men, The Last Stand, Tower Heist, and Hercules. He is a producer of several films, including the Horrible Bosses series, as well as executive producer on other projects, including the films The Revenant and War Dogs 2, 3, 4, and the television series Prison Break. Ratner got his start directing with music videos in the 1990s, and directed his first motion picture, Money Talks, in 1997. Overall, the films Ratner has directed have earned over $2 billion at the global box office. Ratner is the co-founder of Ratpac Entertainment, a film production company. Ratner led Ratpac's partnership with Dune Entertainment in September 2013 for a co-producing deal with Warner Brothers that included 75 films. Ratpac Entertainment has co-financed 81 theatrically released motion pictures exceeding $17 billion in worldwide box office receipts. Ratpac's co-financed films have been nominated for 59 Academy Awards, 25 Golden Globes, and 43 BAFTAs, and have won 25 Academy Awards, 8 Golden Globes, and 24 BAFTAs. In January 2017, Ratner received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for his contributions to the motion picture industry, located at 6801 Hollywood Boulevard, 7-8. In 2017, numerous women in Hollywood came forward with allegations of misconduct against Ratner. This resulted in his business deals and prospective film projects getting canceled or scrapped. Early life. Ratner was born and raised in Miami Beach, Florida, the son of Marcia Pressman and Ronald Ratner. 11. He grew up in an upper-middle-class Jewish family. 12. His grandfather was Decon Mail Order Rat Poison Company founder and real estate developer Lee Ratner. 13, 14, 15. His mother was born in Cuba and immigrated to the U.S. in the 1960s with her parents, Fanita and Mario Pressman, whose families themselves originally moved to Cuba from Eastern Europe. 16, 17, 15. Ratner's mother was 16 when he was born. 12. Ratner has said that he really didn't know his biological father, and that he considers Alvin Malnick, a lawyer and businessman with alleged organized crime ties, 18, 19, 20, who opened the restaurant The Forge in Miami Beach, to be his father, the one who raised him, 21. Malnick was a friend of Lee Ratner and not romantically involved with Marcia Pressman, 15. Ratner's biological father became homeless in Miami Beach, a situation which inspired Brett Ratner to become a board member of the nationwide nonprofit organization Chrysalis, which helps the homeless find work, 22. Ratner attended Rabbi Alexander S. Gross Hebrew Academy, 23, elementary school and attended Alexander Muss High School in Israel, 15, and graduated in 1986 from Miami Beach Senior High School. While growing up in Miami Beach, Ratner was an extra on the set of Scarface and was able to watch Miami Vice film around town, 24. Shortly before Ratner's high school graduation, his mother and biological father married with the intention of legitimizing his status, 15. He is a 1990 graduate of New York University, 25. In 2010, he cited Martin Scorsese's 1980 film Raging Bull as his inspiration to enter the world of film, 26. Career. Directing. Ratner began directing music videos in the 1990s. 1. When he was a sophomore at New York University Tisch Schools of the Arts, he was manager and executive producer for BMOC, Big Man on Campus, one of the first white rap groups, 27. While a student at NYU, he released his first short film Whatever Happened to Mason Reese? 28. The rap group Public Enemy attended the film's premiere and asked Ratner to make the group's music videos. 1. Ratner did the debut videos for Prime Minister Pete Nice before working with Redman, LL Cool J, Heavy D and Wu-Tang Clan. 29. He has directed music videos for artists such as Mariah Carey, 30, Madonna, Miley Cyrus, 31, Jay-Z, 1, and was scheduled to direct a video for Michael Jackson before its production was cancelled, 32. He directed Carey's We Belong Together, I Still Believe, Obsessed, and Heartbreaker, and others, 33, 34. Ratner had his motion picture debut when he directed Money Talks in 1997. The film, an action comedy about a con man accused of organizing a prison break, was Ratner's first collaboration with comedian Chris Tucker. The film's budget was $25 million, 35. In 1998, he directed Rush Hour, an action comedy starring Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, which was released in September 1998 and went on to become the studio's highest-grossing film and the highest-grossing comedy at the time, 36. 37. Ratner uses music on the set to inspire the production, and when filming Rush Hour, a Michael Jackson song he played for inspiration ended up in the film after Chris Tucker began dancing in the middle of a scene, 38. Ratner directed The Family Man, the drama starring Nicolas Cage, in 2000, 39. In 2001, Ratner directed Rush Hour 2, 40, 41. In 2002, he directed Red Dragon, the prequel to The Silence of the Lambs, about Hannibal Lecter, 42, 43. In 2004, Ratner directed After the Sunset, starring Pierce Brosnan and Salma Hayek. The action comedy film revolves around a master thief pulling off one last big score, with an FBI agent in hot pursuit, 44, better source needed. In 2006, Ratner directed X-Men, The Last Stand, 45, then directed Rush Hour 3, which was released in 2007, 46, 47. Ratner directed a television commercial for Wynn Las Vegas featuring Steve Wynn on top of Encore Las Vegas in 2008, 48. In the same year, Ratner directed the ensemble comedy Caper Tower Heist, starring Ben Stiller and Eddie Murphy. The film was originally based on an idea from Eddie Murphy titled Trump Heist, and was about disgruntled employees of Donald Trump planning to rob Trump Tower, though references to Trump were removed from the film. 49:50. In early 2021, Ratner announced that he will direct a long-gestated Milli Vanilli biopic, which would be his first project since Paramount's 2014 film Hercules for Millennium Media. In February 2021, Millennium Media stated it would not be moving forward with Ratner's project. 51. In January 2025, Amazon confirmed that its Prime Video has exclusively licensed an upcoming documentary film on incoming First Lady Melania Trump that will be directed by Ratner. With both a theatrical and streaming release, Melania Trump will also be an executive producer. Filming started in December 2024, 1 month after Donald Trump won the presidential elections. 52. Amazon MGM Studios announced it will release Melania exclusively in theaters on January 30, 2026 and will stream on Prime Video following its theatrical run. 53. Producing. Ratner was an executive producer of the television series Prison Break, which aired from 2005 to 2009, 54, and directed its pilot episode, 55. In 2011, Ratner produced the TV documentary, American Masters, Woody Allen, a documentary, 56. That same year, he produced Horrible Bosses, a comedy about employees plotting to kill their bosses, 57. 58. Horrible Bosses opened at the domestic box office with $28.1 million in its first weekend, 59. Ratner produced a remake of Snow White, Mirror Mirror, 2012, based on the screenplay The Brothers Grimm, Snow White by Melissa Wallach, 60. In 2014, he produced Horrible Bosses 2, the sequel to his 2011 film, 61. Ratner executive produced the Rush Hour TV series based on the Rush Hour film series, 62, 63, 64. In 2015, Ratner produced Black Mass, a biopic about gangster James Whitey Bulger, played by Johnny Depp, 65. The same year, Ratner was executive producer of The Revenant, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, 66. He was an executive producer on the 2016 film War Dogs, directed by Todd Phillips and starring Jonah Hill and Miles Teller, 67. Ratpac Entertainment. In December 2012, Ratner and Australian media mogul James Packer formed the joint venture, Ratpac Entertainment. The firm will produce independent films and co-produce big-budget films with a major studio. 68. Packer's stake in the company was later bought out by Len Blavatnik's First Access Entertainment. The company makes 25 films annually. 69. By 2017, the company co-financed over 50 films which had 51 Oscar nominations and earned a total of over $10 billion in box office. 70. Ratpac and June Entertainment formed the film investment vehicle, which in September 2013 entered a multi-year, 75-film co-producing partnership with Warner Brothers. 6. The company has partnered with New Regency Advertising from WPP, CMC Capital Partners, and Shanghai Media Group. 71. Ratner worked with CMC to form a fund aimed at investments in Chinese media companies. 72. Ratner made $40 million after the release of Gravity, which was Ratpac's first investment. 73, 74, 75. In June 2014, Ratner's Ratpac Entertainment and Class 5 Films acquired the film rights to the nonfiction article, American Hippopotamus, by John Mollem, about the meat shortage in the U.S. in 1910 to import hippopotamuses. The film was produced by Ratner in collaboration with Edward Norton and William Migliore, 76. On April 18, 2017, Access Entertainment, a subsidiary of Access Industries, acquired James Packer's ownership stake in Ratpac, 77. The next year, Warner Brothers announced that they were cutting ties with the company after Brett Ratner's sexual harassment allegations with Rampage as the final film to be co-financed by the company with Warner Brothers, and the final film produced by Ratpac overall. 9. In November 2018, Ratpac Dune's minority ownership stake in a library of 76 Warner Brothers films was put up for sale, with investors in the fund backing the library to cash out. 78. Fine alternative investments made a high bid for the library, but in January 2019, Warner Brothers exercised their rights to match the bid for the library and essentially acquired Ratpac Dune's stakes. The cost was estimated at nearly $300 million. 79. Screen appearances. Ratner appeared on the MTV series Punk'd when Hugh Jackman, who portrays Wolverine in the X-Men films, was the subject of a practical joke that made it appear Ratner's $3.6 million home in Beverly Hills was destroyed by a barbecue grill explosion. Ashton Kutcher later arrived at his home and hugged him. 80. In April 2007, Fox announced that he, Carrie Fisher, Gary Marshall and John Avnet would be the judges for the network's filmmaking competition/reality TV series, On the Lot. 81. He appeared as himself in an episode of the television series Entourage, which was shot at his Beverly Hills home. 21. In 2009, Ratner created the Shooter series, which compiled his work, including interviews with Ratner, and a short film about Mickey Rourke's transition into boxing. 82. Other projects. In 2009, Ratner established Rat Press, a publishing company. The company reissued a Playboy interview with Marlon Brando and Robert Evans, as well as an account of NFL player Jim Brown. 83. And released a book of Scott Kahn's photographs. 84. In 2011, Ratner established Rat TV with 20th Century Fox Television. He brought former NBC development executive Chris Conti on as president of the venture. 85. On August 4, 2011, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences announced Ratner would produce the 84th Academy Awards with Dom Mischer. 86. 87. However, Ratner resigned on November 8, 2011. 88. After remarking that rehearsal is for fags. 89. 90. Ratner later apologized for his remarks. 91. Eddie Murphy, who was scheduled to host the ceremony, also resigned in deference to a new production team. 92. Ratner was replaced by Brian Grazer. 93. And Murphy was replaced by previous Oscar host Billy Crystal. 94. Ratner announced the Brett Ratner Florida Student Filmmaker Scholarship at the Key West Film Festival in 2015. The $5,000 scholarship was awarded to The Cook, The Knife, and The Rabbit's Finger, which was directed by Augustina Bonventura and Nicholas Casanas. 95. Ratner worked with international beverage brand Diageo to produce the Hellhaven Lodge, a blended whiskey named for his Beverly Hills estate. 96. The bottle is modeled after the estate and features a wood cork, and the bottle is shaped to resemble bay windows. 24. The drink is a mixture of 26-year-old rye, 15-year-old Tennessee whiskey, and 6-year bourbon. 97. Ratner delivered a keynote address as part of the Cannes Film Festival in May 2017, where he referred to television as the future of production. 69. Ratner participated in the 8th annual Cannes Film Finance Forum. 98. In March 2017, Ratner spoke out against film critic aggregation site Rotten Tomatoes at the Sun Valley Film Festival, calling it a destructive force in the film industry. He expressed respect for traditional film critics and said the site reduces film criticism to a number. 99. Ratner has served on the boards of the Simon Wiesenthal Center and Museum of Tolerance. 100. Chrysalis, Ghetto Film School. 101. Best Buddies. 102. and the Los Angeles Police Foundation. 103. He served on the Dean's Council of NYU Tisch School of the Arts. 104. And serves on the Board of Directors of Tel Aviv University's School of Film and Television. 105. He donated $1 million to the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures in 2013. 101. Sexual assault allegations. In October 2017, during the Me Too movement, a former talent agency employee accused Ratner of rape. 106. On November 1, 2017, 6 women, including Olivia Munn and Natasha Henstridge, accused Ratner of sexual assault and harassment, as well as following an actress into a bathroom without invitation and masturbating as another entered his trailer to deliver food. 107. 108. The same month, Elliot Page accused Ratner of sexual harassment and outing the then 18-year-old Page as day before Page came out as a trans man, in front of many onlookers including Anna Paquin, who later confirmed the story. 109. A former fashion model came forward regarding an incident involving Russell Simmons and Ratner back in 1991, when Simmons coerced her to perform oral sex while Ratner was present.